September 28th, 2010. At approximately 3 a.m. on this morning, CopStoppers camman number 1 walked to the store. On his return, he witnessed the only SUV of the Springfield Department pull out of a turn-only lane, to which he was prepared to turn by existence of a flashing turn signal. The SUV drove toward camman number 1, who was now filming. The SUV stopped right at a red light until it turned green. He continued to sit at the green light for a couple seconds, then moved to the next red light. Camman 1 went on his way, knowing that the Bacon Boy would soon return. Upon reaching the intersection of 16th and S, only a few minutes later, he witnessed the SUV parked in the middle of the road recklessly near the intersection of 17th and S, only 1 block away. The package of bacon was trying to cut off cameraman 1's route home, but camman 1 chose a different route today. Brilliant thinking. Camman 1 pulled out his camera and continued to film. Within only a minute, Porky began to drive toward him. A pedestrian was walking in the road behind the SUV, as well as in front of. Camman 1 realized he was standing in grass, which is criminal trespassing by any pig in the city, so he moved in small steps at a time until he was on asphalt. Wearing a bright red shirt and backpack, there's no way anyone with any kind of eyesight would not see him coming. The SUV stopped right in front of camman 1, and camman 1, following basic CopStoppers procedures, stated that audio is recording. Now the video can be used by CopStoppers in any court of actual law. The self-proclaimed officer proceeded to argue and try to intimidate camman 1. Camman 1, not being a cop and therefore not a criminal, obeyed the suggestive, threatening orders being forced onto him and stood on the end of the sidewalk. Please note that the street of S currently has no sidewalk at the edge of its asphalt, so camman 1 was standing on the sidewalk of 16th Street. The cop, identified as Tom Rapey, wielding 3 chevrons on his so-called uniform, was threatening, hostile, intimidating, and unjustified in his actions and verbal communications. Of course, that's only one of many definitions of police corruption. After a battle of verbs and nouns, the knight riding the black steed returned to his dungeon, riding off into the moonrise, at a speed of 10 miles per hour, in a 25-mile-per-hour zone. CopStoppers camman 1 returned home to write this report, September 28, 2010, at 3:33 a.m. Here is the video of those incidences. I'm walking to the store right now, taxi on the highway, driving down the left lane, not passing anybody, obviously. Haven't seen any cops tonight. 234222, this Chevy truck right here. I'm assuming he's going down here to the highway to help them work. Yes, he is. Failure to signal a turn 100 feet, which means he also didn't get the lane changes either. You know, this is a take pride in your city moment. We got all these people working on the highway, the road for the fucking highway. Right here, same intersection, is that one dented railing. Still has not been fixed. What has it been, a year? Take pride in your cheap-ass city. Oh, here comes the SUV. He was in a turning lane, and then he decided to cut over and start going straight. Better stop for the red light. 2 green lights on the left signify turning lane in front of him. Lights green. He's just sitting there. 27 on the quarter panel. 247485. Well, I will be goddamned. I'm standing at S and 16th. And there's that fucking SUV trying to beat me to the punch walking to my home. Parked in the middle of the fucking road. No emergency flashers. You see flashers? I don't see flashers. Here, let me use the mailbox. Steady my arms. roof rack, light bar right there. See if I can change the light filter. Here he comes, changing it back. Looks to me like he's got his high beams clicked on. Audio's recording.
Okay.
27 on the quarter panel.
You need to get back up on the sidewalk. Thank you. You're pretty dark when you're standing in the street.
I'm wearing a bright red shirt and a red backpack.
Yeah, you're standing right in the street. You're wearing dark clothes.
There's no sidewalk right here.
You're standing in the street. That's why there's a sidewalk right there. Okay? Stay on the sidewalk, please.
How do I continue this way if there's no sidewalk?
You stay off the side of the road in the grass. Don't stand in the road. You want to argue with me about this? I mean,
I just want to make sure. I don't want to get in trouble.
well, you want to argue. Okay, I'm telling you where to go.
All right.
Okay? Up on the sidewalk.
Okay.
Stay out of the roadway. You're wearing dark clothes. You can get yourself run over out here.
All right.
Okay?
Yep. No turn signal. No turn signal. I believe that was Rapey. Tom Rapey. I've seen the sergeant's chevrons on his jacket. 3 bars. Driving extremely slowly. No signal, he's at a stop. Slow turn, no signal. Tells me to walk on somebody's property. That's criminal trespassing. And just so we're clear, I want everybody to tell me. Does this look like dark colored clothing? Huh? Does it? Red shirt, dark colored clothing, my ass. You want to argue with me? That's what you want to do. You want to argue with me? Fuck you, Rapey. What the fuck you gonna do? There's no sidewalk. Where the fuck am I supposed to walk? Somebody's yard? That's criminal trespassing. You want me to go to jail again? Fuck you, cocksucker. And just for the record, so everybody's clear, within visual distance, okay, from his truck on the road that he was driving down, there was a person come walking up in the road from behind him and from in front of him, came walking toward his truck. I was standing still. Gee, I wonder who gets fucked with by Tom Rapey, Sergeant of the Springfield Pig Department. Please address your complaints to him. After reviewing the video, I just want to check this out for a second. See, like I said, S Street has no sidewalk whatsoever. End of the asphalt, beginning of the grass. Alright? Both sides. Beginning of the grass has mailboxes. That's where I was standing next to that one. I was standing right next to it. Nobody needs to see me when I'm not standing on the road. So like I said, he came driving up this way. I was standing right there next to the mailbox. At first I was in the grass, I moved over a little bit, that means I was in the asphalt. But even being over just a little bit in the asphalt, I was still out of the road, the proposed right-of-way here. Technically speaking, because the sidewalk down there where this truck is in the center of the screen, you see that mailbox right there in the center of the screen is actually on a sidewalk that is at the end of this road. Now, if that sidewalk was to continue, it would be right here, where I was standing. Asshole knows he had nothing on me. CopStoppers win again.